friend, here's what to say. Let's talk in English, 10 minutes every day. When you need a friend, here's what to say. Let's talk in English, 10 minutes every day. That's the way.
Hey, James! I tried Hotpot for the first time yesterday.
That's great. I love Hotpot. How did you like it?
The meat was delicious. I had beef and my husband had lamb.
Hotpot restaurants have so many choices of meat.
They do. I want to eat Hotpot again soon.
You should. It's a perfect dish in winter.
When did people start eating Hotpot?
Well, probably more than 1,000 years ago.
That's a long time ago.
Yes, there is a story about horsemen from Mongolia. They boiled lamb in their helmets.
They cooked food in their helmets? Interesting.
Yes, and very convenient. Then the Chinese started to enjoy Hotpot.
And now we can enjoy it.
Hotpot is a popular way to cook food. Many people around the world enjoy it during the cold winter, but some people eat it even in the summer. Where did Hotpot first come from? In one story, horsemen from Mongolia were the first to make Hotpot. They boiled lamb in their helmets. That was more than 1,000 years ago. Then people in China started to eat Hotpot. They used many different kinds of meat and flavors in their Hotpot. Hey everyone, welcome to Let's Talk in English and Happy New Year! My name is Jay and hey, thanks for joining us on the first day of 2020.
Yes, it's great to have you with us, friends. I'm your teacher, Pauline, and for our first day of 2020, we're talking about food.
That's right, we've got a great lesson about enjoying Hotpot. And we've got some exciting new changes here on LTE.
That's right. Did you notice any new faces in the show at the beginning? Do you know who Sonia is?
Yes, Sonia, remember friends, is going to be our new Chinese teacher. Jack has been doing a great job here.
He has, but now he's moving over to Studio Classroom.
That's right. So Sonia will be taking his place on the show. But don't worry, Jack will still be sharing his Jack's File with us on Tuesdays.
That's right. And Sonia is an excellent teacher. I know you'll like her a lot. Oh, hey, and Jay, you know what else this means?
I think I do. I heard the news earlier.
Friends, Jay's name isn't really Jay. It's a nickname. His real name is Jack. We called him Jay so it wouldn't be confusing. But now we can call him Jack.
All right, so friends, I'm Jack.
And we have Sonia teaching Chinese, we've got Jack here, and we also have a few new features coming up you'll see this week.
That's right. We won't talk about what all the new features are right now, but friends, I know you'll like them, so be sure to look for those.
Well, now that we've shared some of the exciting changes to the show, you know what time it is, right?
No, what?
It's time for Sonia to teach us today's keywords. Let's give her a warm welcome.
Here she is.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Sonia， 很高兴在接下来的日子里和大家一起学习。在寒冷的冬天里，热乎乎的火锅是最受欢迎的了。Hotpot is a popular way to cook food. 名词 Hotpot 就是火锅。不仅在冬天，也有人在夏天吃火锅。Some people cook Hotpot in the summer. 动词 cook 指的是烹饪、煮食。 Tina 首次尝试煮火锅，用火锅煮肉很好吃。她说 The meat was delicious。名词 meat 指的就是肉类。Tina 说她先生吃了些羊肉。My husband had lamb。名词 lamb 指的是羔羊肉。James 听到了之后，就跟 Tina 说了个火锅由来的小故事。以前蒙古的骑兵可是用头盔煮火锅的哟。骑兵是 horseman，Mongolia 就是蒙古。They boiled lamb in their helmets。动词 boil 指的是在沸水中烹煮的意思。
Hey, James! I tried Hotpot for the first time yesterday.
That's great. I love Hotpot. How did you like it?
The meat was delicious. I had beef and my husband had lamb.
Hotpot restaurants have so many choices of meat.
They do. I want to eat Hotpot again soon.
You should. It's a perfect dish in winter.
We're talking about Hotpot today.
Ooh, I like Hotpot. I used to eat Hotpot in Taipei. Where did you try it first, Jack?
Well, I ate it in Taipei too. But wait, is Hotpot okay for you, Pauline, since you're vegetarian?
Sure, it can be okay. You can get a vegetarian broth, the soup part, and lots of vegetables and tofu. It's delicious.
Hey, that does sound good. Well, apparently it was Tina's first time having Hotpot.
Yes, I wondered where she went to eat it.
Me too. We'll have to ask her about that. But first, I think it's time to have Rebecca help us use it.
Hey everyone, it's the first month of a new year, January 2020. Happy New Year. It's the perfect time to learn a new use it tip. Let's get started. If you want to say that this is the first time that you have done something, you can use today's use it tip. For example, I had beef soup for the first time yesterday, or I had French food for the first time yesterday. Friends, this is very useful for English students, so don't forget to use it.
Thanks, Rebecca. Well, back to our conversation. Good for Tina for trying something new.
Yes, I like the question that James asked Tina. How did you like it?
That is a useful question. Oh, actually, I think Sonia wanted to teach us something about it. Let's go to her now.
Tina 说她昨晚生平第一次尝试火锅。James 问她喜不喜欢。How did you like it? 请注意，当 James 用这个方式问他的时候 ，Tina 的答复除了喜不喜欢之外，还会描述出他喜欢或是不喜欢的原因。比如，他觉得肉很好吃 ，The meat was delicious。他吃了牛肉 ，I had beef。还有他先生吃了羊肉 ，and my husband had lamb 等等。如果 James 的问法改成 Did you like it？ 那么 Tina 的回答就会是简短的 Yes, I did。或是 No, I didn't。所以，如果你跟朋友聊到最近发生的事情，你还想再听更多，记得要说 How did you like it？ 而不要说 Did you like it？ 这样可以引导你的朋友说的更多，你也可以了解更多他的想法和感受，轻松让他打开话匣子哦。
Thanks, Sonia. That was a great teaching.
It was. So, how did Tina like the hot pot?
Tina said the meat was delicious. She had beef and her husband had lamb.
My mouth is watering just thinking about it. Friends, remember, in English, we use different words for animals and their meat. So beef comes from what animal?
Cows, of course.
And pork comes from?
Pigs.
And then lamb comes from?
Lambs.
Oh, Actually, you're right, Pauline. I was thinking of sheep, but actually, lamb is correct.
A lamb is a young sheep. This is one of the meats where the animal and the meat are the same. Lamb comes from lambs, just like chicken comes from chicken. That's another one where the meat and the animal are called the same thing.
Oh, well, all this talk about meat is making me so hungry for Hotpot. Oh, sorry, Pauline. That's probably not very interesting to you.
It's okay. Actually, I'm getting kind of hungry too, but not for meat, of course. Maybe I should really ask Tina where she had Hotpot.
You should.
Then we could call them and make a reservation.
You should.
And invite you and your fiance. We can all go together.
Oh, definitely you should. And you should also watch today's calendar phrase.
You should.
You should. 你应该这样。
I'm going to order Hotpot.
You should.
I'm going to give it a try.
You should.
I'm going to order meats and vegetables.
You should.
I'm going to order extra spicy.
No, you shouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
You should.
You should. 你应该这样。
That was a fun calendar phrase. Well, friends, we need to take a quick break, but don't go away. We'll be right back.
Let's talk in English. 10 minutes every day. That's the way.
Welcome back, friends. Today we're talking about Hotpot. One of the fun things about this meal is you get to decide what vegetables and meat you like inside. Jack, what do you like in your Hotpot?
Ooh, I like almost anything in my hot pot. I like a spicy broth.
I knew you would.
I like beef or chicken, and I like squash and lots of greens and mushrooms.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, we better not talk about it anymore. We're getting too hungry. Friends, let's go to the next conversation. When did people start eating Hotpot?
Well, probably more than 1,000 years ago.
That's a long time ago.
Yes, there is a story about horsemen from Mongolia. They boiled lamb in their helmets.
They cooked food in their helmets? Interesting.
Yes, and very convenient. Then the Chinese started to enjoy Hotpot.
And now we can enjoy it.
Wow, I've never heard the history of Hotpot before.
Yeah, neither have I. It's a very interesting story. I wonder if it really happened that way.
Yeah, well, let's start with Tina's question. When did people start eating Hotpot?
That is a good question. In fact, it's such a good question that I think we should ask Sonia to teach us some more about it. Sonia?
Tina 问是什么时候开始有火锅的呢？ James 说，火锅已经有大约1000年的历史了。一开始是蒙古的骑兵用头盔当锅子，用水煮羊肉来吃。之后中国人也开始享受火锅这种佳肴了。我们来看一下动词 start 这个字，是指开始着手的意思。严格说起来 ，start 后面接 v-ing。是强调开始进行的动作，像是 Tina 说 When did people start eating Hotpot? Tina 想知道吃火锅这样的动作从何时开始。Start 后面也可以接 to， 然后原形动词表达开始行动，像是 James 说 Then the Chinese started to enjoy Hotpot. 在蒙古人之后，中国人才开始要去做这样的行为，开始煮火锅。这种说法不难，在生活中常会用到， 请你多多练习哦。
Thank you, Sonia. Friends, why don't we practice this a couple times?
Oh, okay. When did Sonia start teaching here at Let's Talk in English?
Oh, good one. Sonia started teaching here today. Okay, my turn. Pauline, I know you like to sing. When did you start singing?
Oh, I started singing when I was very little. I've been singing as long as I can remember.
Wow, no wonder you're such a good singer.
Oh, thanks. Anyways, back to today's conversation.
So, right, when did people start eating hot pot?
Probably more than 1,000 years ago.
That is a very long time ago.
Yes, and the story is so interesting. Some horsemen from Mongolia boiled lambs in their helmets.
That sounds very convenient and a little bit gross to me.
Yeah, I just hope that they washed their helmets really good every time.
Yeah, I wonder if their hair smelled like lamb.
Who knows? Thankfully, people don't cook hot pots in their helmets or hats anymore.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of which, let's talk about different ways to cook. When you cook a hot pot, what kind of cooking do you use?
Well, you boil things, of course.
Right. And what are some other ways to cook things? Friends, can you name a few?
Other ways are like frying things, grilling, or maybe baking.
That's great. There are many ways to cook things. We could name many, many more. But anyway, for hot pot, we boil things.
And what do you use to boil your hot pot? Well, you use a broth.
Friends, broth is a liquid like water. We'll be talking more about broths tomorrow.
That's right. We have plenty to review for today already, so why don't we just go ahead and do that now? Be sure to say the words out loud with us, okay?
Here's your first keyword for today. Hot pot. Hot pot. Sharon likes to eat hot pot in winter.
Cook. Cook. Did you cook the dumplings yet?
Boil. Boil. Boil the eggs for lunch.
Lamb. Lamb. Lily ordered lamb for dinner.
Meat. Meat. There's a lot of meat on the plate. All right, friends, those are today's keywords. Keep on practicing. You're doing great. And now let's watch today's conversation one more time together.
Hey, James. I tried hot pot for the first time yesterday.
That's great. I love hot pot. How did you like it?
The meat was delicious. I had beef and my husband had lamb.
Hot pot restaurants have so many choices of meat.
They do. I want to eat hot pot again soon.
You should. It's a perfect dish in winter.
When did people start eating hot pot?
Well, probably more than 1,000 years ago.
That's a long time ago.
Yes, there is a story about horsemen from Mongolia. They boiled lamb in their helmets.
They cooked food in their helmets? Interesting.
Yes, and very convenient. Then the Chinese started to enjoy hot pot.
And now we can enjoy it.
Hey, James, what is this?
I'm making hot pot.
Hot pot? What's that?
It's a delicious soup. It's popular all over the world.
It looks like water.
Well, it is, but I'll put in some meat and vegetables.
Oh, okay.
Do you know where Hotpot comes from?
The kitchen?
One story says that Hotpot came from Mongolia.
Ooh, Mongolia. That's so far away.
Yes, horsemen boiled lamb in their helmets.
Motorcycle helmets?
No, way before motorcycles. Maybe 1,000 years ago.
Ooh, that was a long time ago.
Yes, this soup has a long history.
Oh, just like you.
Very funny. I'm young.
Hey, Albert.
Hey.
What are you doing there?
Oh, I'm writing down things I want to do.
Oh, so you're writing down your New Year's resolutions.
Oh, yeah, that's what it called. New Year's resolutions.
That's great. So, do you make New Year's resolutions every year?
This is my #1 time.
What did you say?
It's my #1 time.
Your #1 time? You mean it's your favorite time?
No. You know, it's my #1 time. I have not done it before.
Oh, you mean it's your first time?
First?
Right. It's your first time writing New Year's resolutions.
Oh, it's my first time writing New Year's resolutions.
Good job.
哎，不对耶，什么是 first 啊？为什么不用 one 就好了？
Oh, well, we use a different word when we talk about the number of times you do something.
哦，所以就是first time, my 2 times, my 3 times.
Actually, we have different words for all of them.
Really?
Yeah. So instead of 1, 2, 3, we say first, second, third.
差好多哦。First, second, third. 那接下来
The good thing is the other ones sound more like the numbers. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th.
哦，好，那我试试看啊。Fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th.
Good job, Albert. You remembered them all. What do you think? Can you do it too?
你在跟谁讲话？
Don't worry about it. Hey, so what's on your list?
啊，我知道我要加什么了。Learn more English.
Nice.
9。
Well, friends, this was a great winter lesson. It's always good to eat some hot food in the winter to warm up, and I think Hotpot is a perfect example of that. Jack, what are some other winter foods you enjoy this time of year?
Yes, I love any kind of soup, really. Preferably with some toast or maybe potatoes on the side. Oh, and I love a hot drink, any kind of hot drink at dinner.
Me too. Well, friends, we hope you'll join us tomorrow. We'll see you then, right here on
Let's Talk in English. Goodbye.